wow. Damn. What is up, guys? It's BRISxLIFE back at it again with another video. In this one, we got a guide to BTS Danger Era. You already know what it is. Shout out to Squishy Minyungi. Y'all go ahead and follow that. Shout out to the Brisk gang. You already know I'm shouting you out in every video. Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Y'all go ahead and follow that, man. Let's just get into this video. Let's get it. Let's go.
Hello, we are back this week to dive into the Danger Era. But before we do, I would just like to add in BTS's flinch game clip and make a bit of a meme out of it because this whole video was so funny and left me hollering.
They're the heroes, so you got to expect the reaction.
What you think? You think that'll be cool behind that? You think that'll be cool? You think that'll flinch?
I mean, they're the most cowards.
Damn. Hey.
Yeah, I'm not afraid, you know.
Hey. Look at, wow, J-Hope. I'm looking at, he's like shaking like this.
I've come to talk with you again.
They did that at the perfect time too.
Alright, so now for this era. Okay, so BTS released their first studio album called Dark and Wild on the 19th of August 2014.
Studio
and
album.
it contained 14 tracks with Danger as the title track. On the 30th of July 2014, Big Hit launched a countdown clock leading up to the album's release, and on the 5th of August, they uploaded a comeback trailer, which was a pretty interesting trailer in my opinion. It starts out in a pretty forest and then pans into like rubble and abandoned structures while RM's intro track known as What Am I to You plays in the background. The scenes are very contrasting. On the 7th of August 2014, the company released the first teaser and concept photos. Then they released a song composed and produced by Suga called Let Me Know for free streaming.
Still, every time V sings, I get surprised every time that he has a deep voice. He doesn't look like someone that has a deep voice. To me, anyway.
The album's track list was revealed and Danger was confirmed to be the title track. The music video was released on the 19th of August 2014. This track really took them back to their roots, but in a less cringy way. The song had a pretty strong hip-hop vibe, and we even got to hear a few verses
in a less cringy way.
This video also held some of the first clues for their upcoming HYYH era. It was the first time we saw a burning demo. RM was just starting to tat up, and the clip of V cutting his hair was used in a short film. So they all tie together. And literally thinking about that makes me want to rip my eyes out because how did they plan this so flawlessly? I get so heated.
Yeah, you think about all the different pieces.
Come on, Big Hit. Kill me. Come on, just end it now, please. Anyways. So yeah, this was their first official studio album and they made sure it had a pretty grounded hip-hop and R&B sound. Now let's get into categories. Category 1. Style. Alright, so the boys went back to dressing like edgy rappers. And this time it was a lot less cringy. They mainly wore black and gold. Like at least 2 of the boys were always wearing leather jackets. And then they'd wear t-shirts underneath. If we get into specifics, Jimin wore a snapback for a little bit.
He still stayed with the sleeveless shirts.
Like vests. Like in the beginning, he would always have a little black vest on. But towards the end, he started wearing black t-shirts and button-ups and just Jesus f***ing Christ, did he look good. Jin also wore a lot of vests during the beginning. And then again, towards the end, they started putting him in t-shirts as well. Oh my baby Suga. Well, he sometimes wore snapbacks with a bandana. And he also wore like cut-off tees with a leather jacket. RM was always wearing a leather jacket or black blazer or a black shirt. Or just anything black LMAO. J-Hope looked so good during this era in my opinion. He wore a black leather jacket over t-shirts most of the time, and I don't know, he just always looked so nice. Jungkook still looked like a little baby, and like I know he was going for the bad boy rapper vibe, but he just looked so cute to me all the time, and I couldn't take it serious, LMAO.
Wow,
He
bro.
just wore black t-shirts and sometimes paired them with a leather jacket or jean jacket. Lastly, V. Okay, so V wore snapbacks sometimes and sometimes didn't. He also sometimes wore a jean jacket and sometimes wore a leather jacket. Just
Is he crumb dancing?
what look they were going for. And altogether they always wore either leather pants or ripped black skinny jeans. They started wearing gold chains and rings again too. Category 2. Claire. Alright, so for this era there were a lot of straight-haired looks rather than like the curly or messy looks. Jimin had brown hair and at the beginning he wore it down with a snapback. And then towards the end of the era he wore it up. I don't know how to explain it, so you can just look for yourself. But it was such a good look. Like I bust a nut when I see his hair like that, and I wish they would bring it back. Jin had dark red colored hair and he wore it parted to the side, with both sides kind of curled under
It's
to
like
make him look
super
like a
red,
little
violet.
prince. And it was really similar to the look he had during the Fire era. But his hair was just different colors. Sugar had a deep red kind of color to his hair, and it really did remind me of Chucky. Anyways, he wore it down in his face, and his bangs were still kind of choppy and his hair was textured. And towards the end of the era he started wearing a snapback with it, and it was such a look. RM still had blonde hair and wore it up in a mohawk again. And it pretty much stayed like that during the whole era.
Dang.
J-Hope had light brown hair and it was kind of styled similar to Jin's. And just geez, I think
How long was Arm's makeup and hair?
Jungkook had black hair for this era and he wore it down and it was always straightened and brushed to one side of his face. V had a curse casted upon during this era, and that curse was known as the coconut head curse. Lord have mercy on his soul. Just kidding. Like, not really. Anyways, he had brown hair and just yep, he looked like a coconut. And the poor baby had to go through that during the whole era. Category 3. Makeup. Alright. So we'll make this quick because their makeup looks are super similar to every single era in the past, LMAO. Okay, so they all
Why did you just laugh? LMAO.
Jungkook wore eyeshadow sometimes, or at least during the music video he did. But anyways, yeah, they all just had an overall smoky look. Category 4. Awards 1.
Doing a separate video on the war. Okay.
Category 5. Variety
Okay.
shows. Alright, so let's just talk about American Hustle Life first. So AHL was a show the boys were on in which where they went to LA to learn more about hip-hop culture. And yeah, there were a lot of good memories from the show. But low-key it can be a bit cringy sometimes. But it really does help.
A lot of people say that it's cringy. So far, I'm having fun with it, man. Actually, after you watch this, the next episode is already up.
They appeared on BTS Idol show, and I remember watching this when I first got into them, but I haven't watched it since. And all I remember is that they do challenges to eat food. I'm not sure, LMAO. Then they were also in an episode called Go BTS, which was basically just an episode of them completing challenges in the US. And we also got a lot of pretty good memes out of it.
Like a horse.
And lastly, they were on A Song For You, where they got to talk about their new album and sing some of the songs off it.
상남자의 연장선이에요. 상남자에서 너의 오빠가 되고 싶다고 얘기를 했어요. 그래서 결국에 오빠가 되는데 성공을 합니다. 네, 어쨌든 사귀게 돼요. 그래서 만나게 되는데 왠지 나 혼자만 좋아하는 것 같고 아니 친구는 날 별로 좋아하는 것 같지 않다 이 말이죠. 이게 뭐 팔로우인 것 같은데?
Category 6.
You get into all the different shows.
Personalities. Jin. Alright, so compared to when they first debuted, I think Jin was starting to come out of his shell a bit more in this era and be a little bit more active on camera. I know that the
I
company
feel like back
wanted him to
then.
act quiet so he would come off as a cool man. But
Yeah.
I think they were becoming more lenient with it and he was beginning to break free from that label.
Yeah.
Sugar. Sugar was definitely a lot less energetic than he was in the No More Dream era. And maybe he was just maturing, or maybe he was just tired from the busy schedule.
Sasuke the group.
He definitely calmed down a bit, but we still got to see him be all goofy every once in a while. J-Hope. I really don't think J-Hope has changed too drastically over
been the
years.
same since,
He
bruh.
still seemed like a pretty confident guy who liked making us laugh. He said he was going for a more mature vibe during this era, but you know his inner hobby always broke through. RM was still a mature dude and he was leading his team real nice towards success, but I could definitely get a sense of what his personality was like by now. He also had his moments of being a silly goose, and those moments always reminded me that although he can come off as a serious and hard-working leader, he still was such a fun and loving guy. Jimin was still a goofy little teen who liked to play around with the other boys, and said he was trying to go for a sexier look during this era, which I think he succeeded at, but yeah, I really don't have much to say. He was just a cute little dude who liked getting into trouble.
Dragon scale shirt.
Speaking of V, I didn't discuss the boys' personalities during the last era, but V was so funny, oh my god. He was so wild and just said the randomest things and just wow. Such a golden era, and he was like that during this era too, but like turned down a few notches, and I think that that's because, like J-Hope had said, they were going for a more mature / serious concept, so he had to contain himself sometimes. But still, Jesus Christ, he was so funny. Jungkook was still a teen and maturing into the grown full course.
You see them arms on Jungkook? Okay.
And he said he was trying to be a bad boy again. But like I just couldn't see that because every time I looked at him or he did,
I used to hate those parachute pants, man.
Cool or sexy. LMAO,
looks
sorry,
so
he
weird.
was just a little cutie whom which I adored.
With the flip flops though, and the above knee shorts.
Category 7. Some of my favorite moments. Alright, last category. So let's start with Bangtan bombs. First of all, the one where the boys are playing the bottle cap game and JK loses and gets hit on the wrist and cries for his mom.
Oh wow. Damn. Damn, they fucked him up.
Second, the one where JK is showing us music and V just does the funniest face and it's so funny.
해보길 라이브.
Yeah, I remember that phone. That's the Note? Samsung Note? Or Note 2, Note 3, one of them. I think it's a Note 2.
나를 와이퍼 먼저 쌀 거니까 나이스를 민만 나이스 내가 나이스리만 나이스를 my price not 나이스를
Yeah.
And of course Jimin's dance practice video for obvious reasons. Grasping power with V is also a pretty entertaining video that will give you a good old laugh.
Yo, why your hand down there, bro? We need some rolls. Dang, with the ring on though. I wouldn't play with the rings on.
for overall favorite moments is just the video of them LASC where they're acting all wild and crazy and I just love it LMAO.
Wow. Where are you going, dude? No.
So overall this was the era where the boys came back to their roots in a way. It also tried out new things, and there were definitely some killer looks for the boys.
I need to play that
this time,
game.
And I really miss them and wish they'd come back sometimes. Anyways, I hope you liked this episode and are looking forward to next week's. LMAO, thanks for watching, and see you next time.
I think I'm gonna play that game for you guys. I'll make a video out of it. Shout out Squishy Man Yoongi, y'all go follow that. Y'all know I gotta wait to the end. It's always some kind of treat at the end. No? No treat? Nothing? Okay.
I'm rich. I'm rich, so expensive. Bless this.
Oh, this is from
I
the
got the chain.
American Hustle.
Yeah, chain. That don't mean nothing to me.
You like this? You like this? You like this chain?
Oh man, I gotta go watch that right now. Alright man, that's the end of the video, man. Shout out to the Brisk Gang. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. And if you ain't got your merch yet, I don't know what you're doing. But go ahead and head over, man. We finna go watch another episode of American Hustle Life from BTS, man. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
I